Hello there. I just wanted to jump on here today and share just a little bit of information with you. There's a lot going around about sourdough, and not all of it is great. And that really makes me sad because if you followed me for very long, you know I love my sourdough. I just think there's kind of some misconceptions, and maybe it's just some things maybe that people haven't learned, that they don't really understand how sourdough works. And, everybody looks at things differently. Sourdough is not for everyone. I understand that. But for those of you who, and there's a lot of you, who are like, oh my gosh, I really would like to do that. I think it would be fun. I would love to make sourdough for my family, my bread, my muffins, my pancakes, biscuits, whatever it is, but you're just a little intimidated, or you've just heard too much stuff about it, how time consuming it is, and so you're a little put off or a little leery about trying it. Okay, forget all of that. Okay, that's what I want to say. I needed to make bread today because I pulled out my last loaf from the freezer yesterday. So last night, I went to get my sourdough out of my pantry, and it dawned on me, I didn't feed it the night before. I always feed mine at night. And so I was like, oh my goodness, look, she's fine. She survived. She's very, very hardy. She's not real sensitive. It takes a lot to hurt this girl right here. So I pulled it out last night. I put flour in there and a little water. That's what feeding it means. Stirred it up good. Got it a good consistency, a little bit thicker than pancake batter, and put the lid on it. Got her in her nice, cozy, warm place, and she sat there till this morning. This morning, I go in and I pull her down, and actually, it's been a little while. Like, she's starting to go down. There's about a 4 to 12 hour window where they're the most active, and she's hit hers. And so she's starting to come back down, but still great for bread. But look at her, okay? Like, look at this. This is amazing. This is deliciousness. And this is not difficult. So that's what I want to do. I just want to encourage you. Don't run away from sourdough. If you want to try it, give it a try. The hardest thing is getting your starter going, and that does take, I will say it takes attention, okay? Because it's like a child. You can't just take a child and throw it over in a corner and never check on it or do anything to it for 2 weeks. This is a little baby at first, and you have to feed it. You have to help it to grow. Once you get that process finished, you're golden. You are good. There are no limits for you. You just have to keep her alive, which is very easy, and I'm going to tell you how you do it. Maybe you don't, I cook, that's what I do, okay? I have a YouTube channel. I'm on social media. I have a website. I cook a lot. Maybe you don't, but you still would like to have fresh bread occasionally, or, for your family, or give it away, muffins, whatever it is. All right, you can do that. This right here, after I make my bread today, it's going to take a cup of this for my bread. And once I get finished, well, tonight, because that's when I feed it, I'm not going to use her for a while, okay? I'm not going to need this for a while. So after I use it tonight, I'm going to feed it, and I will take and put a lid on it and put her in the fridge. She can stay in the fridge for easy 2 weeks. Okay, I don't have to do anything to her. A lot of people have left it longer than that. I've even heard some people say a month. Some people dehydrate it. Some people freeze it. I've not tried either of those. Can tell you I've left it in there for a little over 2 weeks. Do nothing to it. Now, here's where the planning and the thinking comes in. So maybe you're having company, or you're gonna, you just are craving bread or muffins or rolls. So you think to yourself, all right, tomorrow is going to be a great day. I want to bake bread tomorrow. So the night before, you go pull your sourdough starter out of the fridge and you add flour. You always have to add at least as much flour as what your starter is. So you want to kind of keep it really low when you put it in the fridge. So then you're going to probably add maybe, I don't know, I'm just saying this, a half a cup, I don't know, 3/4 a cup. It really depends on how much is in there. But you're going to add your flour, a little bit of water, get that good consistency, and boom, put her on the counter. Put the lid on her, put her on the counter, and let her just do her thing. And when you get up in the morning, this is what you're going to have. Now, this is a good established starter. New starters are not going to look like this, and that's okay. They're not supposed to. So real briefly, like this is just a really brief, I'm just sharing with you what I do in my kitchen, what works for me. And you know, I don't have any problem with this. I don't measure anything. I just dump my flour in, I pour my water in, stir it up until I think it looks good. I don't weigh anything. I don't do any of that. And you know, my bread turns out wonderful, if I do say so myself. Now, this is the one that I pulled out of the freezer yesterday. So, look at this. Look how beautiful. And that's the thing. You can, look at this. You can freeze this and you would think, oh yeah, when you pull it out of the freezer, you're going to have to just toast that. Oh no. Look at that. It is still so soft and so fresh, and this had been in the freezer for probably a month. So again, we haven't bought bread probably, and I would say maybe 7 months. Probably, and maybe longer. You know how time is. I don't know, but it's been a long time, whatever the amount is. So again, I just wanted to encourage you, don't be afraid to do sourdough. It's so good for you. If you have digestion problems or gut issues, you know, this is something that you can probably handle because of the fermentation. Don't be afraid. Get you a starter, get it going today, give it a try. The worst thing that can happen is you're gonna lose a little bit of flour and a little bit of water. That's it. I hope this helped. Lord bless you.